Hey, it's W5HRO. Well, I decided to go ahead and start a little bit of work on this amp early. I just pulled the tubes out and I wanted to test them. I'm starting to get my parts in. I've got almost everything except about 2 or 3 things, and they're supposed to come by the weekend. It's Thursday night here in California. And I got the caps for the ones that replace these. And I have the smaller one, which is a little bit smaller, which is the smaller one that goes here. I have all the transistors except one. I got some better ones. The keying transistor is a 2N 5401, but this is a B. The straight ones, like the one that was in here, are only like 300 mils, I think 300 something. These are 600 mils. These are a little bit better, a little heftier. And I ordered some heat sinks. And if I'm not mistaken, I haven't taken the boards, unscrewed the kind of pulled the boards off to kind of just fold them down without undoing all the wires to see if that's the key. I think the keying transistor is right here. I see it down there. I don't think it's the one over here. I think it's this one. I'm not positive. It could be here, but I think on the input, I think it's going to be close. So what I'm probably going to do is, instead of mounting it on the inside of the board here where it is now, I'm going to solder it on this outside and so I can put the heat sink over it to kind of help it some. But like I said, I just about bet money that keying transistor, that 2N5401 is shorted. I would just about bet money, because I could kind of tell when this thing smoked and I took the lid off and I looked at it when the guy sent it to me that I had a hunch, yeah, the tubes are probably shorted. I looked at the schematic and I looked at the instructions. I said, yeah, they probably shorted the keying transistor. They ran too much power into it, which shorted that and fried the tubes, because the high voltage was on the thing when I powered it up. And the tubes are shorted. They put in 6LFQ6s in it. It had 2 Raytheon 6LFQ6s. But look, it also has the, God, that tube's getting a bit too warm, I think. It's shorted. I don't want to leave it on my tester too long, but see how it shows bad? That's just the emission test. Now look, when I go down here to short, the grid's G1's completely shorted, and one of the other grids is shorted too. I'm going to turn it off because I'm starting to smell smoke. Those tubes are bad, so no wonder it was loading down the output of the supply. It's what I'm finding is exactly what I thought it was. I've worked on enough of this stuff that I can kind of deduce, what happened when those caps smoked. I went, okay, the supply must be loaded down. What does that mean? The tubes are probably shorted. The other thing it could have been was this cap here at the base of the plate choke to ground shorted, this one here, but I doubt that. Those, that's probably fine. But of course the tubes are shorted, so that's what it was. And I bet when I pull that keying transistor out of there, if that's where it is, if it's on this board, it's probably shorted as well. But I was starting to smell smoke. Hopefully I didn't hurt my tube tester. I think it's just the tubes because they're bad, right? The tubes are bad. That's starting to smell bad, man. That thing is smelling bad. I shouldn't have left it on there that long, but I think it's just the smell of the tube is what it is. It's not my tester, but I haven't restored this tester yet anyway, and I've got to pull this thing out, and I got to probably change components on the back, but I know it still works. So anyway, that's kind of what was going on, but both of those tubes are shorted big time. The emissions fail and the grids are shorted. At least 2 of the grids on each one are shorted. So they're definitely bad tubes. So that all makes sense now. So I just kind of want to show that and what I kind of found. So when I get all the other parts in, I'm going to start pulling. I may actually do this board this weekend just to get it out of the way, because I'll have these caps. I think they're supposed to come by Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday. I think they're due here Saturday or Sunday. So I may go ahead and do this board, clean it up, and then put it back in just to get that out of the way, and then ohm everything out for shorts to make sure nothing else is bad. And then I'll start working on these boards over here after. So anyway, I should have the tubes probably, I think, by early next week. So that's all for now. I kind of want to give an update on this. And this amp is, like I said, it's exactly the same thing as a Firebird F100. It's the same identical amp. So I'm assuming that whoever manufactured these things made them both for Astro and Firebird. So that's all for now. This is W5HRO 73s.